welcome back to Best Life and Beyond. Just Katie here because I'm trying to work on some phone issues, but we are here at Disney California Adventure Park because today it was announced that Disneyland Magic Key holders are basically getting our own Club 33, if you will. It was pretty interesting. We alluded to this a little bit if you watched our What to Expect in January vlog that we posted a couple of weeks ago. We shared because Mice Chat had posted that the Magic Key Holder Terrace here in Disney California Adventure is going to be getting a renovation starting today on the 24th of January. So we basically got kind of more confirmation and a little bit more information from the Orange County Register, and we looked at it and we read this article, which I will definitely give you a little bit more information. I'm going to stand down here. I'm going to read to you exactly what was posted from the Orange County Register, all of the information, and then we'll go up to the Magic Key Terrace, kind of show you a little bit. They have a big old concept art up there, and we also have the curtains because they've begun already doing that transformation. Then after that, we're going to talk to you and get your thoughts. We have a couple of questions. What do you think about this whole thing? Do you think it's too little too late? Do you think that this is going to add some value to you having a Magic Key? And what do you think about the reservations? It's already hard enough to get reservations just to go to the park, much less go up to the Magic Key Terrace when it barely holds 100 or so people. So it'll definitely be interested. I want to hear your thoughts. So while we're announcing this and going through all the information, I want you to stop and think about those key, pun intended, those key things and think, are you feeling like this is too little too late? Does this make sense to you from the value of a Magic Key holder? So again, let us share that information with you. I'm going to read off. Now, of course, this is the one day somehow we walked out the house without our gimbal. So I'm kind of juggling everything, and we'll do our best to kind of share that information. Looks like one of our moderators, Jeff Pike, is in here. Thank you, Jeff. We are so happy to have you in here. So if there's any questions that for some reason I can't answer, he will do his best to answer them for you. But first, let me read the information from the article that was released on the Orange County Register today. Now remember, initially this news broke through Mice Chat, and we shared it on our January update, but now we got a lot. I'm going to try to just read the highlights, and then you guys can kind of just listen and have some thoughts, then we'll go up there and tour it. So it says, a hacienda hideaway that started life as a wine country restaurant high above DCA will soon be transformed into a Club 33 style hangout where Disneyland Magic Key pass holders can relax and re-energize after a long day at the Anaheim theme park. Walt Disney Imagineering and Disneyland Cruise began work today, January 24th, on renovation of the Magic Key Terrace at DCA. They're expecting this to be completed in late spring. Now, as you'll see when we go up there, they already have started work. The Magic Key Terrace will still be open, but it's just going to be little sections at a time. So as they're working on one section, they'll probably see to in another section. So even before late spring, there's a good chance you might be able to go into the completed section depending on where they're working at the time. So something to think about there. They are also going to be reducing the capacity, so if you happen to be going up to the Magic Key Terrace up there, it's going to be even harder. It's already really hard to get up there in the first place. So again, that's why we kind of have some thoughts about this. We want you to, we want to hear your thoughts and weigh in on it. It says that the Magic Key Terrace will serve as a hidden respite for annual pass holders, much like the private members-only Club 33 at Disneyland and 1901 in DCA, which I've been to both of those, and they are pretty incredible. That's why I kind of have high hopes. If you're comparing this to one of those exclusive clubs like Club 33 and 1901 that are absolutely mind-blowing in my opinion, I'm really having high hopes, because why else would you compare it to them? We also have some concept art, so we'll share all of that once we go up there. Kim Irvine is one of the Imagineers working on this, and she says, and quote, "Now the Magic Key members have the same thing, which is really wonderful," as and she's talking about 1901 and Club 33. Let's see, they also say, "We want to make sure it was a very special place for Magic Key members." During an online video interview, "We spent a lot of time on the detail, mood, environment, and energy of this place. The renovation project is a continuation of what began as Alfresco Tasting Terrace that opened as an exclusive annual pass holder bar in January of 2020. We have no word on when they're going to bring back Magic Key sales for the ones that are currently sold out. But of course, stay tuned to this channel and we'll keep you updated on that. The pass holder bar and eatery will expand from the terrace onto the second floor of Golden Vine Winery into the former dining room of the Vineyard Room restaurant, once run by the winery when DCA opened in February 2001. So what the Magic Key Terrace is, and we'll show you when we go up there, it's really tiny right now. But now they're saying that it's going to cover the whole top section, if I'm understanding that correctly, which again, we'll kind of show you once I'm done delivering this original announcement. Let's see. The Vineyard Room served as a 4-course fixed price menu. That was kind of like what we used to have. It was open until 2008 when the upstairs fine dining restaurant closed. Let's see. The location was just gorgeous. The early California adventure architect and wide open windows with great vistas out to the park below. But upstairs was never really finished to a point where it had a good story with a compelling look into it, said Irvine. So with a lot of research, we came up with a story of an old California hacienda that had all the beauty of heavy wooden beams, colorful Spanish tile, and terracotta floors built on that. I don't know about you, but that sounds incredible. So I have very big hopes for this. However, I am very, very skeptical, and I kind of think a lot of you guys are going to agree. I do want to hear from you, but very skeptical about the availability and how hard it's going to be to get up here, just based on the capacity of what it holds already, and how difficult it is just to get a reservation to get into the park. Let's see. The excitement of building from just a grain of an idea as the overall design is really fun and inspiring. Imagineering created a new backstory for Magic Key Terrace as a beautiful hacienda recently purchased by a young couple that wants to keep the charm of the old place while adding some comfortable contemporary touches. The redesign will keep the beige adobe plaster walls and hacienda architectural styling while adding a contemporary splash of saturated blues, turquoises, and greens. Climbing vines and banana trees will surround a gurgling wall fountain. Floor-to-ceiling drapes will help soften the sound in the covered lounge area. Wrought iron lighting fixtures will brighten up the space, and palm trees and tall vases will serve as accents. So already this sounds beautiful. I want to share with you the photo that was released on the Orange County Register. This is directly, hope it's coming into focus there, directly on the Orange County Register. The other concept art we will share when we are up there. Yes, this is for Magic Key holders, and can you bring guests? We didn't see anything like that. It is an expansion, so this, I'm guessing, will definitely get an entirely new menu. They're basically going to expand the whole thing, because if you've been up to the terrace right now, you'll see that there's only that tiny little square section. Again, I'll show you when we go up there. But now, here's what they're going to be expanding on. So if you arrive, here you are. There's the little Magic Key Terrace, just to give you an idea. You walk up these stairs, or I think there's an elevator access too, and then all of that is what we're talking about. Let me see, was there a question? Magic Key holders bring any guests? Yeah, so I don't know about that, but you know, we will see. I'm very, very curious to see what's going to happen with that. So highly doubt that they'll be able to bring guests. I really doubt that. I don't see that happening, but you know. let's see. So there's a beautiful illustrator, Imagineering illustrator, Leslie Turnbull, who painted murals for Club 33 and 21 Royal at Disneyland. She's created that new mural that I just showed you for the Magic Key Terrace, and I'm going to try to put this sideways so that you can kind of see it a little bit better. I feel like I want to do justice to this beautiful mural up there. So there you go. There is that mural that will be up in the terrace. So this is the same artist that basically did art for 21 Royal Street and Club 33. So I think that's where the draw for this is. Is it, you know, I mean, I feel like they're trying to do something really special. Prefer it to not be reservations. I completely agree with you because it's already so hard. My question is, does this feel like it's a little too late for you? Like, does it feel kind of like, you know what, I'm already like made up my mind about my Magic Key. I don't know if this is going to make up for it. Like, does this feel that way for you? That's a question that we keep going over. We were texting with our friend Bricky, and he asked that question. Brilliant guy. This is why he does, you know, so well. He was asking that. He's like, does this feel a little too late? Too little, too late? And I'm like, I kind of want to see what happens first. My initial reaction is everything that they're doing for Magic Key holders, I'm still going like, I'm still angry at reservations. That is such a dark cloud over my head, to be honest with you. I don't want any special merchandise. I don't want anything else. I just want a physical card and to come whenever I want to. That's why I pay what I pay, and I would pay more. You know, it already does cover more area. Entertainment needs to return before I get my Magic Key. That's a very good point. So it's basically the dining terrace with space expanded. Yep, and a whole new redesign. That's what we're hearing right now. Just give us trams and no reservation. Like, it's not that hard. I agree with you. Completely agree with you. There's some people that really like, you know, the walk and they like the reservations. I'd say no. Should be no blackouts and easy entry. At this point, I'm not getting my hopes up. Hearing a lot of people say that they want their Phantasmic back. Agree. So let's go take a little peek up there, just to kind of walk around and show you what it looks like right now. I really wish we could add Genie Plus to our Magic Keys. I feel like the value of our Magic Keys would be better if we could have some of those things. You know what I mean? Let's see. Hi everyone. It feels a little late. I want to be able to go whenever I want and entertainment back. I feel like most people are agreeing with you there. I'm happy with the weekend availability. That's good. I think the availability is okay right now because number one, this isn't the busy season. Number two, there's a lot of COVID cases. People don't feel good. They're staying home. Number three, this is off season and the hours are very different. If you're buying a ticket, you know. So I think there's a few reasons why it's not so bad right now. I also think with the lawsuit, I don't know too much about it, but I feel like it must have rattled some cages, because why are we having a little bit more easier time with reservations? I don't know. So let's go check out. Again, I'm going to try to hold this as smooth as I possibly can because we don't have to get there. But let's go look. And it might get a little loud when we get up there, but I do want to kind of show you what's going on. I know, where is our Fantasyland baked potato? Agreed. Okay. I know, it would be nice to have a Magic Key holder entrance. Like today, there was a holdup with tickets, and we weren't able to get in for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. It was, even the cast member who let us in was like, you know, if only there was an annual pass holder line. And at least this is a nice thing. I'm just really curious though, how is this gonna work? You know, if you've ever tried to do the Magic Key Terrace thing here, it is really hard to get in. It's not a joke. I mean, we got lucky and walked up, and it's really not too busy of a day. I mean, it's a Monday. We got here right at 1. So I don't know. Now, what they're talking about is this entire upstairs area will also go. When we walk up there, you'll see that there's a big black curtain kind of separating that area. So that should be very interesting. Now, I'm also curious, are they going to be utilizing this space inside, downstairs? So I'm gonna walk you over there and kind of show you what I'm talking about. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're coming over here. This is the Sonoma Terrace, the actual Sonoma Terrace restaurant. I'm wondering, do you think they might like just leave Sonoma Terrace as like the outside part here, or even get rid of this restaurant and maybe they just didn't say anything? That would up the capacity a little bit. I don't know, but we're definitely getting this Magic Key Terrace, and it will be up here, which I do agree, if you've ever sat up here, the park views are spectacular. It's hard to see with this terrace up here, but you can kind of imagine if you're sitting up there looking out, it really is very, very nice. I'm gonna go back over here and kind of show you a little bit. I'm trying to hold the camera as steady as I possibly can, so forgive me. Let's see here. So here's what I'm thinking the mural will kind of look like with this shape. This is kind of what I saw. It's kind of a shape just like that I think will be up there that they did. If you remember the concept art that I was showing, it's kind of similar. Let me see if I can still pull it up on the phone. You're right, trams are so needed. The bus thing took us 45 minutes to get into the park today, if you can believe that. So see, here's the concept art right there. So this artist also did art for Club 33 and Royal Street. So you can kind of see it's that same archway right there. It's a very pretty mural. I mean, Disney Imagineer artists are so talented. Okay, so you can see we've kind of walked the length of up here, just to give you an idea of, you know, so this will hold like maybe a couple hundred people. That just makes me wonder though about the availability. You know, I mean, dude, it's so hard to get reservations in the park sometimes. Obviously not right now, but like, how is that gonna work? It makes me wonder. So there it is. I don't know. I'm optimistic. I think I'm cautiously optimistic, but I also have that feeling of like, dude, this is a little late. Like, why are you doing this now? You know, like, you almost feel like maybe they're doing it to make up for the fact that like a lot of us are pretty unhappy with our Magic Keys, to be honest with you. The more people we talk to, I'd say 70% of them are very unhappy with their keys. But then there are some people that are really happy for their needs. It works for them, and that's great. I'd like there to be a limit on how often you can go if it becomes hard to get in. No offense, I agree, I see. But if you're there several times a week and wouldn't want you in the lounge every time, it prevents another. I think that's actually a great idea. Maybe like, you know, once a month is your like limit or something like that. I don't have that data, but you know, Disney does. So I think that's really not a bad suggestion. Love this little feature right here. Again, I'm hoping that I'm keeping this as smoothly as I can, walking as carefully as I can. Let's go up to the Magic Key Terrace there, and we'll go take a look at it. Look at how busy it is for people trying to get up here right now. So remember, you can only walk up here if you've already like checked in and have a reservation and everything. This is where it'd be nice to have a card, by the way, because if these cast members don't remember me, my thing is on my phone. This is really pretty though. It's just so many reservations, and the reservations are so hard to come by. It gets, you know, nauseating, you know? So there you can see that's where it will be. You can see like the black curtains right there, which are kind of always there, but that's where they started the construction on, right there. Wild to think about. I'm trying to see if I can zoom in so you can kind of see what the view. There's kind of what the view looks like from there. Obviously just on this end. Do you see what I mean though? How like, it's really pretty. Unfortunately we're so backlit right now, but it is very pretty. Interesting, huh? Okay, here's the concept art. So here's actually the terrace like right now. There's Henry and Spencer. Hey!
Did you see the
Yeah, we're looking, there is some of the concept art. Isn't that awesome? So that's what it's gonna look like. So see that little spiral right there? You can kind of see that. You can kind of see that when you are standing there. And this is, here's the view that I'm talking about. See that view? Yeah, they could hear me scream on the Incredicoaster from the terrace. There's that mural. I'm trying to see the water fountain feature they were talking about. Oh, there it is, right there. It does look pretty. But it's like, how does, you know, how does it make everybody feel, I wonder? I don't know. Like, how hard is it going to be able to get in here, you know? Sorry, I'm sorry. Like, how difficult will it be, you know? I don't know. That's what, I think that's the only thing that I'm like, I don't know, I'm more tripping out on. Very, very interesting. Very pretty though. I love all the colors, like the blues and the turquoise. It is gorgeous. I think you're right, Jeff Pike. I know, the water feature does give me Pirates of the Caribbean vibes, 100%. I was thinking the same thing. I can see it being really hard to get back when, oh my gosh, yeah, when World of Color. I have a feeling they'll probably do some sort of a, like, a dining package or whatnot. Like, they'll probably do, like, a, you know, like a special, like, oh, this is your dining package type thing. So then I wonder, because this concept art right here is for literally right there. You can see the little spiral. I'll try and see if I can walk over there. So right now, see that little spiral thing right there? If you look, you can see that. I want you to pay attention to that little curvature thing, right? So if we go and look over here, you can kind of see that little spiral part is like literally right there. There's that spiral. See it? Whoop. So like that photo is basically standing right here where they're looking. If you can see, you can kind of see down there. It is gorgeous. It's very pretty. But yeah, you can kind of see there's that spiral there. Spencer's sitting at the table. I feel bad that this is so backlit. But there we go. See, there's the Incredicoaster. Very cool. The old alfresco tasting terrace. So then I wonder if that's the concept for that spark. If that's the concept for that part, what's going to go over here for this part of the terrace is what I wonder. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Henry. I got to meet Spencer on Friday with my son Patrick. I'm sad I did not get to meet you too. Oh, I'm sorry. So this will be open in late spring is what they're saying. Sorry. How did you get in there? All the love. We just walked up and we got very lucky. Now make one in Disneyland. I know, it's kind of like, we just don't have room in Disneyland, sadly. Spence is right here. Hello. Got yourself a beer?
Yeah.
Henry, what did you get? Ah, he got himself a beer as well. Sorry, I'm trying to... Okay, would you hold that for 1 second? I want to take a sip of my coffee. My throat is dry.
You put some... Katie's having some coffee.
Oh, and I needed
Hello,
it.
everyone. Sorry I couldn't be with you.
Yeah, it was like one of us had to go down there because it was like, it's too loud to do a selfie mode here.
We didn't
you
want
know?
to disturb people. She's saying it's too loud, so
Yeah.
we're trying to be discreet because people are up here enjoying themselves. And
Yeah, and most people are like, "Hey, what's up?" But still.
did you see did you show up the old entrance to
Yeah.
DCA over there?
Yeah, it's
That's
so
how it used to
crazy.
look right there.
Isn't that wild?
Those letters are where the ticket booths are now, actually.
Yeah.
And those letters now exist up at the Cal Expo in Sacramento,
Right.
apparently. And you showed them, obviously, over there, the construction, yeah.
So how do you feel about the whole key situation here? We'll turn it around.
Well, hello. Okay, so
Can you hear us first? Let me know real quick. Can we do a little hearing test to make sure you can hear pretty well?
Yeah.
If you can hear, put up a banana emoji. If you can hear clearly, put up a banana.
because that's like a telephone. Banana, like, hello.
No, it's because it's the banana test.
I know, but it is
It's
the international
banana.
international fruit symbol of the telephone.
That's right.
Okay.
Half banana.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm excited because for the longest time they didn't utilize that other area on the front, which used to be the Robert Mondavi restaurant way back. This is like before 2005. And there's a nice room over there, which I think that's what that painting is that Katie showed you.
Yeah, it's literally that room.
For the longest time we had this little side terrace thing. I'm not going to show you. I don't want to disturb you. Well, here, real quick look. We've always had that, right? We've always had that little terrace over there, but it's very small.
We had an annual pass holder terrace over there.
Right.
For a very brief time, and then the parks closed, and it was like,
Right.
okay.
But again, pretty small, so it was hard to gain access because of the size of it. But it was cool. There was a couple couches, there was a couple big lounge chair type situations. So it's nice that they're doing this kind of expansion and giving a theme to it. Did you tell them about the theme about the couple that's repurposing the old Adobe, or what was it called?
I'm not going to remember that quickly enough.
Anyways.
So it sounds like, if I'm hearing you right, you're excited that they're utilizing the space that has been basically sitting there.
Yeah.
But I guess where we were all talking about, is it like too little too late? Do we feel like this is kind of like, okay, we would just give us like shows back, make us like, how hard is it going to be able to get in? Like when sometimes we can't even get a park reservation. So I think there's like
I think what you're trying to say is this in lieu of the fact that we have to make reservations, or these things to soften the blow of the fact that we have to make reservations?
We still don't have Fantastic back. So I'm wondering, what is this? Or is this going to be an addition and things will get better?
Yeah,
I don't know, and I'm very curious.
I can only hope that it's in addition. I just don't. I hope it's not something to just soften the blow of the fact that, hey, well, reservations are here to stay, and we're going to try to give you something when this lounge already existed, right? For APs. So this is just bringing back something that was previously here, reimagining it,
and stretching it out.
I hope that the menu or the drink menu gets expanded, because right now it's a very it's very limited right now. I wanted to get a drink that I get at Lamplight, which used to be, when it was an AP lounge, you used to be able to get whatever you could get at Lamplight, you could get here. Now that's not the case. So I'm hoping that expands to a little more choice in the matter, because I had like 4 drinks to choose from today. And I was like, I don't want any of those. They're all very sweet and sugar filled, and I would have liked to have just had something very basic. But I'm optimistic,
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic. I feel like it could be good. I want to see what it's going to be like, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I just don't know. I don't know.
And obviously in the beginning it's going to be very sought after, so it's going to be tough to get a spot.
I think it's always going to be tough to have a spot.
Yeah.
Somebody had mentioned they should put a limit on how many times you get to go. Like maybe it's once a month, maybe it's once
I don't know
every
about that.
quarter. I think that's a good idea, because if you're a dream key holder, like for us, we're here 3 times a week. That wouldn't be fair, in my opinion, because we're all paying the same deal.
I know, but then
again, I don't know.
When you put limits on things, you're getting back into that zone of limiting reservations, and it's that same idea of like, I say first come, first serve. If you're sleeping and you miss it, that's on you.
Yeah.
that's how I feel about that kind of stuff. I feel like, you know, if you're ambitious and you want to get it, and if you're, you know, tenacious enough to get here.
Somebody said, I think Disney may be trying to appease the Magic Key holders because of the situation with the keys limitations, even for the top key holders.
That's a possibility,
it could be
but
damage control.
but
It
this-
very much might be.
But this thing was here already.
No, but they could have just left it, or they could have used it for a DVC lounge. There's
Yeah.
other things they could
True.
do.
Yeah, I see your point.
It
I
very
do see your
much.
point.
You can kind of rest it right
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna put it right
It
here.
very
My
much
arm is
could
gonna
be.
fall off.
It very much could be damage control.
Here, give them some alcohol and calm them down. I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying. I mean, it very much could be.
But
it
that's
also
only-
could be doing something to do with like World of Color. Somebody brought up how hard it's going to be when World of Color happens. What's that going to be like? I mean, I have so many questions and so many thoughts. I want to see what's going to happen before I make a 100% judgment. But I will.
I think they're going to have a hard time justifying the reservation system after a little while because, you know, we know why it went into place. It was here because of a restriction from the state to have a certain capacity at the park, so reservations made sense. Now, what's the reason? I question that. So that's the thing that you know, I think after a while people are going to catch on and be like, yeah, why are we having to make a reservation when I don't have to even make a reservation for anything else in this world right now? It's not because of the C word. We know that. So what's the deal? I think they've been hiding under that notion for a long time because everybody is still, you know, it's still around, just in a different form, but the world is definitely healing, and we're on our way back to whatever this reality is. So I don't know that they're going to be able to justify it too much longer. Whether something like this is to soften the blow, I don't know. You guys will have to tell us.
We will have to find out, but in the meantime, for those of you that are rewatching or anything like
no, I'm
that,
good, thank
please
you.
make sure to.
Yeah, thank
we
you.
are. Thank you. Please make sure to comment below. Let us know your thoughts. If you have any questions, maybe we can try to find out an answer to those. But just leave a comment in the comment section.
And have you been up here prior? Were you up here as an AP? Were you up here as the new Magic Key or whatever? What did you think of it?
No, you do not need to be COVID tested in order to come.
Yeah, and what are your thoughts? And do you think it is something to soften the blow, or is it just something that was in the works that would have happened anyways, regardless of reservations and lawsuits and weirdness that exists now in the new norm that is this Disneyland, where we have to plan and use our phones excessively. You know what I mean?
So we're going to leave you with that, especially because it's a little bit harder to hear up here. So we thank you guys so much for watching, and we will talk to you soon. Again, leave us some comments. Let us know what your thoughts are. We would love to get your insight on this. And we will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and give this a thumbs up if you found it informative in any way.
And stay tuned for the vlog tomorrow. Bye bye, everybody.